G'day Year 9 students. I just want to explain in this short video what you have to do this week to start your assignment off. Well, you were sent this weekly work plan. It's just a blow by blow, lesson by lesson plan of what to do this week. So you've got, I don't know if you can see my cursor, you've got lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and basically the learning goal, that one, the learning goal, can you see that? The first learning goal is to understand the requirements of the research assessment task. Okay, so let's go to one of the documents that you were sent. Another document you were sent was this one. It's basically the task sheet for the assignment. So let's just read the task here that I've just highlighted. Okay, it goes. You will investigate the claim, can you disaster-proof a city? You will then design a mitigation strategy to prevent or minimize the damage caused by a tectonic disaster and explain how it works in relation to geological processes. You will also evaluate the resulting disaster mitigation strategies put into place by the people of that area. That's the task. If we can break down that task into more individual mini tasks. Let's have a look at the first one here. Design. You've got to come up with a design question. Okay. Then you're going to explain global features in terms of geological processes. And then the next one down is to evaluate others' methods. Okay, this one here, and then you're going to use appropriate language. That's the whole task. All you have to do this week is, I'll just close that document, is a couple of things. First of all, work on the context, this part of it. Okay, when you go into your weekly work plan, and that's your context. You got to choose a disaster and research how they form and what happens during the disaster. That's in the context section of this PowerPoint slide. This is your PowerPoint that you're emailed as well. And here we go, it's your context. This. Okay, they were talking about the context in that part. Okay. And the success criteria for this week is whether you can follow the task sheet and the scaffold that we sent you. The task sheet was the document I had opened before, and the scaffold looks like this. This is the scaffold document. It gives you a little bit further breakdown of every part of the assignment. The part of the assignment you're working on this week is these two, the context and the research question that I've just highlighted here. Context, research question, research design question. That's for this week. Okay, let's have a look at our weekly planner. It's all explained on the weekly planner. And then you summarize how your chosen disaster works. Now, there's two places you can find these documents. You can double click these 3 documents here in the weekly planner that I sent you, or you can just open up those documents that I emailed you, that I attached to your email. So let's go back to the PowerPoint, have a look at the context. Okay, this is the context section of your PowerPoint. Can I just add here that you are writing your assignment in a Word document. You're not writing your assignment on a PowerPoint document. Okay, so this is where you will provide information about your chosen natural disaster, and the information that you require here is to choose from one of the following 3 topics. Okay, choose either a volcano, an earthquake, or tsunami. That should be simple. Should take a few seconds. Then you're going to define what your chosen disaster is. either volcano or earthquake or tsunami, and the damage that they can cause. So that's when you really get into what causes the disaster, and you just research that on the internet. Also in the context is explaining how your chosen disaster forms and what occurs while the disaster is occurring. And make sure you include lots of diagrams and images. Okay, that's essentially what you do for the context section. Okay, that's covered. That's covering some of the success criteria for lesson 1 and lesson 2. Okay, so when excuse me. So what else do you have to do this week? Yeah, that's essentially what you have to do. Well, that's half of what you do this week. Sorry, that's the context. Then you go to the next PowerPoint slide, slide 6. This is where you. We're missing something. Context. Explain geological. Title page. Okay, I don't know what's happened to the research question slide. Okay, I found it. Okay, it went lost somewhere. Not sure why. But yeah, the slide after context, here's your context. The slide after that, slide 6, is a heading design research question. That's where you have a look at the claim. The claim is, can you disaster-proof a city? That's the question. Can you disaster-proof a city? Okay, your chosen disaster design, you're using your chosen disaster, design a research question to investigate from the claim above. Brainstorm strategies to solve the problem, illustrate your solution by drawing a diagram, and describe your design and how it works. Well, the document that'll help you with that PowerPoint slide is this one here. You go back to this is the Scaffold document. Remember, this document here helps you with the assignment, especially this subheading. So this paragraph here is the one that'll help you. Let's read it. Using your chosen disaster, design a research question to investigate. Remember remember what the claim was? Can you disaster-proof a city? All right. Well, your design question will be, is it possible to earthquake-proof a bridge? Then your brainstorm strategy. That's an example. By the way, you could use that example if you wanted to. Can you earthquake-proof a bridge? But that's an example of a research question. And then the next part of the PowerPoint slide that gets you to brainstorm strategies to solve the problem requires you to be really creative. Illustrate your solution by drawing a diagram of your solution. Add a written description of the design. That's essentially what this PowerPoint slide is asking you to do. Okay, and that really is all you have to do for this week. Should be straightforward, but I think the research question and the coming up with your design will be the hard bit. Just one more thing, one more document that's going to help you if you get stuck is this document here that again was emailed. It's called the Montserrat volcano that occurred in 1995. Now, we produce this document mainly for students who don't have computers. If you do have a computer, please don't do your chosen disaster on the Montserrat volcano. You can choose a volcano, but not the Montserrat one, because we've done all the research for you here. But this will give you an idea of what sort of information you need to research and what sort of ways that you can disaster-proof yourself in a volcano. This article here that I'm pointing at now, can you build a house that would survive a volcanic eruption? So the research question here would be, can you disaster-proof a house? How to protect people and property from volcanic ballistics. And yeah, you can scroll through, have a look at the whole document. There's a couple of really good ones. How to design buildings to withstand volcanic eruptions. Roof design. Different designs of houses that you can allow a house to withstand a volcano. So there you have it. It's pretty straightforward, guys. Seriously, all you have to do is follow the plan for the week, the weekly work plan that we emailed you. But anyway, that should get you started with that one. If there's any more questions, just send me an email. Catch you later.